Every comic book movie of the decade so far ranked. Madam Web, Kraven, and Morbius are all almost unwatchable. New Mutants is a snooze fest, but it's the first movie I saw in the theaters post-pandemic. Thank goodness we're done with the Venom movies. They were box office hits, but I will not miss them. Instead of changing the hierarchy of power in the DCEU, Black Adam was the final nail in the coffin, or at least one of them, for the cinematic universe. Wonder Woman 84 was a major disappointment. What a mess. Aquaman 2 sent out the DCEU with the whimper. I almost forgot to include Joker 2 on this list. Talk about a fall from grace. The worst MCU movie is still better than everything I just listed. The Flash has flashes of brilliance, but overall was a misfire. Blue Beetle's a bit too generic, but Sholo's performance carries. I would have loved Super Pets if I was 10 when I watched it. Shazam! Fear of the Gods is a harmless one-watch, but forgettable. The Marvels has a great dynamic with Iman Vellani carrying, but there's way too much going on from the jump. It's all over the place. Quantumania set up Kang, and then Marvel went in a completely different direction, making the movie irrelevant in retrospect. Multiverse of Madness has moments to shine with Raimi's direction, but I'll never forgive them for what they did to the Illuminati, and it doesn't know what it wants to be. Eternals, I like a lot of the characters, but they should have made it a miniseries. Brave New World's a solid watch that's messy. Zack Snyder's Justice League's a step up from the theatrical cut, but why is it 4 hours long? No one talks about the fact that the final 45 minutes of this movie are just post-credit scenes setting up absolutely nothing. Black Widow's enjoyable as hell, but we should have gotten this movie in phase 1. Wakanda Forever's straight up depressing. It's a movie I'll probably never go back to, but it's solid. Superman is a win for the new era of DC under James Gunn. I didn't love it as much as others. I think it has some issues, but it's a win. Birds of Prey is one of the slept-on DCEU movies that's almost forgotten. Has some cool storytelling elements and a fun cast. I dug the hell out of the retro vibe of this film and the family dynamic. They actually felt like a family on the big screen for once. Shang-Chi has some of the coolest action sequences in the MCU, and I dig exploring that fantasy side of the world. Thunderbolts gets better with each viewing. It was fresh, felt unique, and I dug how mature it was, tackling themes of depression and mental health. The Suicide Squad is the only Suicide Squad I acknowledge. What a badass movie. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is a feat in animation. It's an achievement. But we need to see the rest of the story. We gotta keep waiting to see what's next. They hit us with a major cliffhanger. Deadpool and Wolverine, I adored. It has all the heart in the world, along with fun cameos. But I couldn't get enough of this love letter to the Fox X-Men universe. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was a home run. Perfect send-off to those characters. The Batman is the ultimate detective Batman movie that feels like you're playing through the Arkham games. I need more of this immediately. But Spider-Man No Way Home is the best comic movie of the decade. To me, it's the definitive live-action Spider-Man film. It was truly an event, an experience I'll never forget.